Hey, Bulls and Bears, it's JJ, your favorite financial and economic news hound. Well, maybe not your favorite. Can I get a second favorite? Can I be your third favorite? Fourth? If I can make your top 10, I will be very happy. If I can be your top 10 financial economic news hound, I will be very happy. Please let me know down in the comments. Let's go ahead and get started. We've got a lot to get into. We're going to talk about the housing bubble. We're going to talk about CEO insider selling, upper level executives selling a lot of stock. We're going to talk about that. Also, other stuff with the housing market. Let's go ahead and get started right here. And in regards to the housing market, we've been looking for a turnaround. We've been looking for signs. We've been looking at inventory, sales, price trends, mortgage rates. Well, let's take a look at the number of homes on the market, also known as the months of supply of houses on the market. Now, I'm going to have to manipulate the background a little bit here so you can see the far right of this chart. And you see it's not really going up. It went up, but we're still below where we were in 2018 as far as the number of homes on the market. So we're not seeing a big reversal. We did see a nice reversal from the very low inventory that we saw in the mid-2020 area going into 2021. It spiked up. We didn't continue to see the spike, though. The spike did not continue. It pulled back. And we thought during the winter months we might start seeing some sort of turnaround and more homes on the market, more inventory. But so far it's staying pretty steady as of the last update, which was October. As soon as the November numbers are out, I'll be one of the first to let you know about it. And on the topic of the housing bubble, still on the topic of the housing bubble, this does not look so good. And this came out of Bloomberg recently. The housing bubble, the money printers are attempting to allow this bubble to get even bigger. Take a look at this. Freddie and Fannie, that's Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, surge as U.S. approves $1 million loans. So now the GSE, government-sponsored entity, approve $1 million loans. So they're doing everything they can to keep this housing market propped up. Now, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they don't make the loans, but they essentially back the loans because they're buying the mortgages, they're buying the loans, bundled up into securities, and then resell them to investors. The question is, who are the investors crazy enough to keep buying these loans? Well, the short answer to that is the money printers and also institutions. Right, you see how this game works? So no matter how much money is loaned out by the banks, and it's really not money, it's just digits on the screen. No matter how many digits are loaned out by banks, let's just say digits, it doesn't matter because it can always be picked up on the back end, so to speak. It can be purchased and then resold in another format. In this case, it's bundled as a security. So it just looks like another way to keep the housing market from falling. And $1 million loans now, Fannie and Freddie, the sky's the limit. Now, as far as the sky's the limit, we know that the debt ceiling is pretty much a joke. They call it the debt ceiling. When I look up, I don't see a debt ceiling. I don't even see a ceiling. I see clouds, right? I see clouds. There's no ceiling as far as the debt goes. Why? Because it's not based on any physical form of anything real. It's based on just how many digits you could type up on a screen. At the click of a mouse, they could buy up the entire S&P 500. They can make it double. They can make any index double, any stock double at the click of a mouse. How crazy is that? Well, it's pretty crazy that you and me have to work for our money, and they could just click and create endless amounts of digital currency out of thin air. But hey, that's fair, right? All right, next, let's transition a little bit here. The CEOs and insiders sell a record $69 billion of their stock, and it isn't over. Is this a sign? Do they see the writing on the wall? Do they know something? Or are they just cashing in? I think they're just cashing in because a lot of these companies are actually still buying back their own stock. So they buy back their own stock with company money, then the insiders sell, rinse and repeat. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's a sign of something. It just means that they're making bigger profits. They're buying more of their own stock. All right, so the company uses profits to buy the stock. They increase the stock price, and the insiders, the people at the top especially, they are selling, and it's a record $69 billion. We're also seeing a lot of CEOs resigning, and you know, that could be part of it too. A lot of people are getting out, and you let me know down in the comments why we're seeing an uptick in that. But here are some of the biggest sellers here. We've got Outer Space, Elon Musk here, Bezos, the Zuck there, the Walton family, and a couple others in there. Okay, you also have a lot of selling because of tax planning, but insider selling, CEO selling is up 30% from 2020. So is it a sign, or is it just these people are just cashing in or cashing out on bigger profits? Please let me know down below what you think. Next, hey, it's December 2nd. Let's talk about Christmas trees. Guess what? Our Christmas tree prices, are they going to go up or down? They're going to go up. Christmas tree buyers, this is out of AP. Christmas tree buyers face reduced supplies, higher prices. Supply chain problems, disruptions. Also, you had massive fires in Oregon, Northern California over the past year that's depleted the Christmas tree supply, is what's being reported here, and expect to pay 20 to 30% higher for your Christmas tree this year. My question is, why are you still getting a real tree? That's kind of a waste. Just my opinion. Don't be offended if you get a real tree. I like the way they smell. They do smell nice. But an artificial tree, you might save some money if you use the same tree each year and not go buy a real tree each year. Just saying. I'm not trying to offend anybody here. Now, speaking of Christmas and Christmas shopping, let's talk about what's happening with e-commerce. And we know that e-commerce has been taking a bigger portion of the market share, and brick and mortar on the decline. But take a look at this. Amazon has grown into such a monstrosity that they're going to be passing UPS and FedEx to become the largest U.S. delivery service by early 2022. Well, let's see. You get free shipping with Amazon Prime products if you're in Amazon Prime. And the post office, they keep raising their prices. So it's really no surprise to me that they're taking a bigger, going to be the biggest delivery service by early 2022. And it's pretty massive. Amazon has their own fleet of planes, ships, vans, you name it. All right, and this one's out of CNBC, by the way. I'm seeing Amazon trucks wherever I go. That's going to be it for today, folks. Please let me know what you think down in the comments about the CEO insider selling. Is it a sign of something big and bad that's about to happen? Or is it just standard? More profits equal more insider selling, and they're going to continue to buy back more stock, and then the insiders will cash out even more. We know the insiders, the top 10% especially, own most of the stocks, close to 90% of all stocks. Also, if you have a Christmas tree, do you get an artificial tree? I think it's a big money saver. Please let me know what you think down below. Then you've got to dispose. If you get a real tree, you've got to dispose of it each year. And I see trees laying on the side of the road sometimes when I'm driving around, you know, after Christmas. And what do you think about this housing market? The housing market looks like it's just going to keep going. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac now close to $1 million loans that they can go ahead and purchase and resell. So the banks have zero risk. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. Thanks everybody for being here. Stay well, stay safe, keep stacking. We'll see you next time, hopefully.